KNDY.
And a good evening. The Road Warrior is back. Bruce Deerking. We're only 2.5 hours from home tonight, so we're getting closer on our way back after a wild night across the Sunflower State last night. Good evening and welcome to Bulldog Basketball again as the Marysville boys take center court with the Hesston Swathers tonight, the second seed in this 16-team Halstead sub-state. Marysville, the Giant Killers in both the girls and boys 3A division here in the 16-team field on both the girls and boys sides. Only one in the girls and only one in the boys. Lower seed teams advanced, and that was Marysville. Congratulations, Lady Bulldogs, knocking off another higher seed last night, and they advanced to Friday's championship at Halstead. Of course, we'll be there for the 6 o'clock tip-off. We'll make the road trip back to this neck of the woods. Halstead's only about 20 miles down the road from Hesston. Getting to know South Central Kansas intimately as Marysville team came in lower seeds and would not play on their home court in postseason under a newly devised format by the Kansas State High School Activities Association, who I might add has come under routine pressure from all corners. Administrators who have to get teams on the road 3 and 4 hours out in first-round games, battling the weather. Mother Nature certainly didn't cooperate for games across Kansas last night. Some of the sub-states were entirely canceled or postponed with games moved until Thursday. Broadcasters are not loving it. It's putting us on the road, and I think the fans as well, who want to make a trek to support their team rather than an hour, maybe an hour or two down the road with a chance to play on your home court. These are sometimes 3 and 4 hour road trips. Marysville boys open to play Chaparral. They're as close to the Oklahoma border as Marysville is to the Nebraska border. So it's been an interesting look this year. Of course, we've had lots and lots of basketball. That continues this weekend. Next, Max Blasky's in Atchison tonight. The Valley Heights Lady Mustangs. It's girls action in 2A. And Valley Heights is live on KNDY FM 95.5, tipping off here at 6 o'clock as well. Our continuing coverage of Bulldog basketball all season long, a service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Can't say enough for the thank yous that they certainly deserve in making possible our broadcast on air, online, and always on our mobile app. A look at these two teams, Marysville and Hesston, in the 3A sub-state after this timeout.
Your next car search ends at Crownover Auto Sales in Marysville. This is Andrew Crownover, and we vow to offer the largest selection of vehicles with the lowest prices in the area. But our commitment to satisfaction doesn't stop there, with service to all the vehicles you own. For outstanding selection, unmatched prices, and reliable service, call on Crownover Auto Sales in Marysville or online at crownoverautosales.com.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Patrick Booty in Marysville is your local agent with Marshall County, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Second seed, Hesston Swathers, 19-2 on the season. Losses to Cheney and Mound Ridge will host Marysville, the number 10 seed. Bulldogs 11-10, improved from last year's 10-11 finish. And these two teams meet for a first time this season. It's a winner-take-all matchup. You have to win to stay alive. Coming back to Halstead for a Saturday night tip-off. We'll come back with tonight's starting lineups. It's Bulldog basketball on KNDY.
At United Bank & Trust, we get it. Bank hours don't always fit into your schedule. With the United Bank & Trust mobile banking app, you can bank anytime, anywhere. At home, at work, or anywhere in between. You can perform convenient and secure transactions like mobile check deposit, transfer money between accounts, or see your balance instantly. Find it by searching for United Bank & Trust mobile app in your app store. Mobile banking with United Bank & Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Freeze CPA in Marysville has built a heritage of trust and reliability with your accounting, tax, and business advisory needs through the years. Certified public accountant Marcus Freeze, with over 25 years of experience, and his staff continue that tradition of outstanding service to you, the customer, each and every day. Freeze CPA, downtown Marysville.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance as you. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind you have you covered. Please come see the girls on Broadway at Alliance Insurance, 785-562-2393.
And again, welcome back. Bulldog basketball on KNDY Marysville, AM 1570, FM 94.1. Streaming on our website, KNDYradio.com, and always available on our free mobile app for Android and Apple devices. Well, it is a sea of red and black here tonight. No, not that Marysville brought a lot of fans, a fair number of fans, but we can't tell who's who. Both teams sport red and black school colors. The Hesston Swather Band entertaining our national anthem ahead of tip-off tonight. Interesting presentation as they had two high school ladies presenting it in sign language at center court. I don't know sign language, but I'm sure they were doing that to the national anthem, one for each side of our auditorium here, which was a little tough to find. I had to ask for help. They've got some construction here on the campus at Hesston High School, and the gymnasium's kind of around on the back side. There's a very, very small sign that says pool and gym, and I could only see that as I got about 15 feet away from the entrance here. But we found our way. We're glad to have you along with the starting lineups being announced for the visiting Marysville Bulldogs. Willow Tots a senior, Ty Mosier a junior, Connor Lee a junior, Paxton Boat and Rhett Wertenberger a senior. Three seniors and a pair of juniors start for 11th year coach Scott Brown. The Bulldogs are 11-10 on the season. Hesston Swathers will start Asher Duschendorf, a 5'11 senior. Ty Unruh, a 6'2 junior. Reed Friesen, a 6'6 senior. Daniel Lumbreras, a 5'9 junior. And Drew Martell is a 6'5 sophomore. A pair of seniors, a pair of juniors, and a sophomore start for the Hesston Swathers under head coach Garrett Roth. They are 19-2 on the season. A 57-50 loss to Cheney just down the road, and a loss to Mount Ridge, 35-31. They finished 18-4 last year, lost in this round. So maybe a little added impetus for those seniors that are returning. Among starters, Asher Duschendorf and All-Stater Reed Friesen. Reed, 6'6 senior. He averaged 15 points, 7.5 rebounds per game last year as a junior. Another All-Stater takes the court in Marysville's Will O'Tott, a 4-year starter for the Marysville Bulldogs, steps to center court with Reed Friesen. Two All-State selections as juniors with our opening tip taken by MHS as the Bulldogs work right to left in this large gymnasium and a full house here tonight. Pass coming underneath on the right side. Will O'Tott, nothing doing, comes out top of the key. Shot by Ty Mosier, misses off the heel of the rim. And the Hesston Swathers bring it left to right on their home court. Asher Duschendorf, boy, that's a name, isn't it? Working far side finds Reed Friesen, their big 6'6 center out top. After 6'6, Drew Bartell comes in at 6'5, Ty Unruh at 6'2, so they'll have a distinct height advantage, although that's nothing Marysville is unaccustomed to coming out of the always tough North Central Kansas League. Friesen turning in the lane on Paxton Boat, fakes right, turns left, and buys the opening basket for an early Hesston lead. We're not quite a minute in. Winner take all match coming back to Halstead on Saturday for the finals of the sub-state and a chance at a 3A berth in the state tournament. Pressure all over Will O'Tott out at midcourt by Drew Bartell. Fires right side to Rhett Wertenberger, launching along three, unguarded. It's off the back of the rim, a little strong. And the Bulldogs have missed their first two scoring opportunities. Hesston up by the early 2-0 count. Daniel Lumbreras, 3 steps off the arc. Works far side to Drew Bartell. Guarded by O'Tott. Will knocks it away. Goes to the court with Bartell. The two tangle and a jump ball whistle. Marysville advancing with a win at Chaparral, 64-45. Hesston knocked off Belle Plaine, 82-23. Swather basketball, early 2-0 lead. Duschendorf crashing into defenders in the lane, takes it out far side. Drew Bartell in the paint, nowhere to go. Back out top to Duschendorf. Pass intercepted by O'Tott. Guarded layup is good for Will Otot. Reed Friesen just backed off guarding Otot, and the Bulldogs are on the board. Tying this game at 2 apiece, right at 2 minutes in. 2.5-hour road trip for the Bulldogs today. They left earlier. There was no school on account of the unique weather last night. Fighting for room in the paint. Reed Friesen buys it. I think they're going to count. Yep, they're going to count the basket. The whistle seemed to come earlier, but he takes up so much space inside. He was able to reach above everyone else, and the 6'6 senior comes to the strike. With both scores for Hesston so far tonight, adding a free throw on a 5-2 Swather advantage. Early substitutions are Gavin Larson, a 5'10 sophomore, Carter Gonzalez, a 5'10 senior off the Hesston bench. Full court pressure against the Bulldogs. Otot hustles across midcourt, brings Friesen alongside. Wartenberger back to Otot, top of the key. Will coming right side of the lane, fouled alongside Asher Duschendorf. His first. Bulldogs played in baseline. Otot far side corner. Comes underneath. Pass got away from Paxton Vogt. Takes a dive. Knocks it loose out of bounds on the near sideline. Bulldog turnover. A Marysville team with 10 losses, but count 7 of those to then top 10 4A teams out of the NCKL. And they will compete with any level. Pass just below the free throw line comes to the corner. Now reserve Gavin Larson missed a 3. Following the paint by reserve Carter Gonzalez is good. First score off the bench for Hesston, extending the lead 7-2. 5 minutes to play here in the first. Connor Lee coming out of the corner. Stunts near the free throw line. Otot off the wing, back to Connor in the corner. Crossing the free throw line this time. Plays a bounce pass underneath. Vogt kicks it up. Ty Mosier wide open on the tray. Ty Mosier for the Bulldogs' second score, and they trim the lead to 2. Two teams matching up well in the early minutes here. J.T. Becker checking in on the far side. He's a freshman reserve off the Marysville bench. He'll be at 5'6". Heston's big guy is 6'6". And that 6'6 setter, Reed Friesen, takes a pass underneath and scores his third field goal. He has 7 of 9 Swather points, leading 9-5. Swather fans chanting defense across the way. Connor Lee splits defenders. He's tied up underneath. Ball was knocked away by Larson out of bounds. Stays with MHS. Here's Jarek Humphreys, a 6-foot sophomore reserve, third off the Swather bench. Otot near the lane, out top to Becker, launching a 3. It's off the front of the rim. Friesen, you can expect, is going to pull down a lot of boards tonight. He had that one. Plays the assist inside to Gonzalez on his second score. 11-5, Hesston, middle of the first. Bulldogs down by half a dozen. Wartenberger near side of Lee. Dribbles once, hands off to Otot. Will is harassed in the forecourt. He draws attention everywhere he goes. Otot, free for a 3, missed the iron, missed the net. It's an air ball. A lot of action off this Hesston bench. Drew Bartell, starter, checks back in, along with Blake Hansen, a 6-foot senior reserve. Scott Brown counters, sending Mason Rader, a senior reserve, in for Wartenberger. 3.5 showing first quarter. Hesston 11, Marysville 5. It's Bulldog basketball tonight. And just about every night here at Lake. Lob inside to Drew Bartell, just came back in the ball game. And the 6'5" sophomore gets his first score on a 13-5 Hesston advantage. Pair of Marysville scores earlier on. Here's O'Top from the free throw line, trying to find space in the paint. Turning around on reserve Blake Hanston. Shots off the back of the rim, and the Marysville shots are coming a little early. This defense is forcing them to move a little faster than they want to. Here's Hesston. Side of the paint, Gonzalez checks down low. He's double teamed. Finds Bartell near the free throw line. Out top is Hanson again. Inside Humphreys coming near the paint. They're very efficient with their passes. Turning in the lane, Bartell turnaround, doesn't draw iron. Tipped around. It was Jet Keller, a senior reserve, had checked in to tip it away on baseline. It'll stay with Hesston. A little bit of a pause in the action. 13-5 Swanthers. Now set for the inbounds pass. High to Bartell. Pushing, literally pushing Marysville's Mason Rader to the court. Four substitutions coming off the Hesston bench. Man, that's a busy corner over there on that side of the scorer's table. No foul whistle. The ball went out of bounds and belongs to the Bulldogs. Trailing 13-5. Double team pressure on O'Tot coming across midcourt. Far side counter Lee. Rader coming out top again. Becker looking near side. Fires in the forecourt to Lee. Rader far side coming one-on-one with Bartell. You're not going to shoot over a 6'5" guy. O'Tot will challenge Friesen coming in. He'll take the 6'6" senior to the cup. It's good for Will O'Tot. Had to work past Big Reed Friesen, who picks up his first foul whistle. And O'Tot steps to the line here with a minute 52 to play in the first. Pair of all-state selections as juniors, Friesen and O'Tot. And Will miss on the free throw. It rims off. Sliding to his backside in the corner. Jet Keller tried to save it on the sideline. Was ruled out of bounds. Vogt and Wurtenberger back in the Bulldog lineup. Still a 13-5 Hesston advantage. 7 points for Reed Friesen. Pair of scores off the bench for Carter Gonzalez. Friesen near the free throw line. Guarded now by Vogt. Brings him in the paint. Fires off far side to Dusendorf. From the lane. Plays a pass near side to Humphreys. Back in the forecourt to Dusendorf. Turning on J.T. Becker. Spins and goes out top to Friesen. Swanthers playing a lot of time on the clock now. I'll notice a lot of their games are not high-scoring affairs. If we will, 50, 55 points, a common range, not uncommon. 4 wins in the 40s for this Hesston team, which on paper looks pretty high-powered, given their size advantage inside. This Hesston team leading Marysville 13-7 on an inbounds pass, keeping possession alive. Bartell, now Dusendorf in the forecourt. Bulldog defenders stay inside the arc. They've not pushed a three all night long, which may owe to a lower scoring percentage. Lob underneath Bartell, the assist from Friesen, and the big tandem buys the score. Bartell's second field goal, it's 15-7. 45 seconds remains first quarter. It's been about 6 minutes since Marysville scored. O'Tot in the forecourt, double team pressure, going far side to Becker. Wurtenberger out top, finding Becker way outside the arc. And at this point, Marysville may play the clock out. We're down to 25 seconds. O'Tot, far side, again draws double team attention. Becker off the wing. They bring him near side, under 10 seconds left. working the perimeter. Otot, back top of the key, under 5. Otot splits defenders, off balance shot, doesn't draw iron at the buzzer. And Hesston has ruled the opening 8. The Swampers lead the Bulldogs from Marysville 15-7 at the end of 1.
At Reflections, you will find a treasure trove of items and gifts backed by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Shop your Hallmark Gold Crown store for the biggest selection in greeting cards, Christmas ornaments, gift wrap, home decor, and gift ideas for all your celebration and personal needs. In addition, Reflections offers custom framing services and specialized Black Squirrel products, along with your favorite K-State and KU fan gear. Shop Reflections in downtown Marysville today.
There is a difference. We're involved in the community. We believe in this area, and we reinvest locally to help the local economy. First Commerce Bank. Experience the difference. Member FDIC.
As a farm or ranch owner, you've invested heavily in your agribusiness, especially in your livestock. Protecting them from accidents, fires, and other natural disasters is crucial for your farm's success. At Blue Valley Insurance, we recognize the importance of your animals as assets to your livelihood. Visit our offices in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville to explore comprehensive livestock insurance options tailored to your needs. Safeguard your farm's future with Blue Valley Insurance today.
Second seed, Hesston Swampers lead 10th seed Marysville 15-7. Bulldogs fire a pass baseline. It went high and out of bounds on a Marysville turnover. Reed Friesen takes a pass far side. He has 7 of those 15 points, almost half their production. Friesen top of the key, back to the far side corner. Crossing, taking it to the cup. Ty Unruh, we hadn't seen him yet tonight scoring-wise. He's a starter, and the 6'2 junior has a layup for a 17-7 Swamper lead. Coming underneath, though, out near side to Rent Wurtenberger on the tray. 4th score for Marysville. 3 of 5 starters on the books, and that trims the lead 17-10. 2 of Marysville's 4 scores are long balls. Hesston hasn't shot a three-pointer yet. That could be the equalizer if Marysville can find some open threes. Friesen turnaround in the lane, backed up half a step, and it's short off the front of the rim. Paxton brings down the board for MHS. Chance to cut back in this lead and get Bulldog confidence underneath their wings. So far, it's pretty much been Hesston. Moser out front. Spins, fires from far side. Lee back to Moser. Moser coming to the near side wing. Bulldogs work the perimeter to the paint. Left-handed layup by Connor Lee is off the glass, doesn't fall. And bounces back to Gavin Marson. He'll play down the court to Connor Gonzalez inside on his 3rd score. And it's 19-10 Swampers. They lost in this second round of sub-state last year. Didn't get a chance to go back to the state tournament, where they are no strangers. Otot near side. Takes Friesen to the paint. Fires around the right side to Moser in the far corner. Ty missed a 3. And Martell brings it down for Hesston. Martell wide open top of the key. Nobody even close. It's off the top of the rim. He got it back on a bounce. Nearly slides away from Humphreys on the near side. Gavin Larson, sophomore reserve, directing traffic. Interesting mix with 2 seniors among a fairly young team that are starters. 2 other seniors on the bench. Here's Ty Unruh coming inside. Back-to-back scores in the paint. 21-10 is Hesston's biggest lead yet. We're at 5:10 to play first half. Wurtenberger unloads a 3 way out top, and Wirt's got his 2nd score. As Hesston takes time out with 5:02 to play in the half, Swampers lead the Bulldogs 21-13.
For reliable trash pickup and roll-off service, call on Temps Disposal. Containers sized to meet your needs for residential, commercial, and construction jobs. Always prompt and professional, Temps Disposal serves Marshall, Washington, and Gage counties. Let them go to work for you. If it's their weekly collection schedule or one-time pickups for construction, moving, or cleanup, Temps Disposal in Marysville is a phone call away at 785-562-5360.
Napa know-how.
Locally owned, locally operated, your Napa Parts store in Marysville offers Napa parts and accessories, plus the tools, equipment, and supplies you need to get every job done right the first time. The right tools at the right price, plus Napa know-how. From your locally owned and locally operated Napa Parts store in Marysville, Enan's Automotive.
Napa know-how.
Our loud and proud Hesston Pep Band entertaining straight across the way. This is a great atmosphere in here. It's a nice-sized gym. They've got more than adequate seating for a good-sized crowd tonight. Again, both teams sporting red and black school colors, so difficult to tell where the Marysville fans are. I don't think there's tons of folks down here, but Marysville's traveled pretty well given the long road trips here in this Thursday. Hesston Swathers with the lead and the ball. They're up 21-13. And a topside shot missed by Swathers. They give Marysville possession. Todd near the free throw line. Kicks it out front to Wurtenberger on a 3 miss this time. Friesen grabs the board. He'll play 2-on-1, giving to Daniel Holm. Ferreras on the layup attempt. He missed it. We had a collision out there. No foul whistle. Becker's back in the Marysville lineup. Not sure where that went. We're way up in the rafters here. Friesen plays underneath to Asher Duschendorf. It's his first score. 4 of 5 Swather starters have scored. They lead by 10. Middle of the second quarter. Becker back in the lineup. Giving him some space out top. Wurtenberger takes the top of the key. Hesston follows man-to-man defense. Becker from the far side, out top to Keller. Wurtenberger 3, miss off the top of the rim. Martell's down with the board. They're not going to allow second shots. Coming in at 6'6", 6'5", and 6'2". Duschendorf almost had it swiped away on the far side. The senior grabs it back. Good ball handling. 10-point advantage for the home team. The second seed in the 16-team sub-state. Ball was knocked away from Martell. Grabs it back into forecourt. Good effort by Mosier. Friesen guarded by Wurtenberger underneath. Tried to find space. Couldn't find it. Court's got a foul whistle on a missed shot. Reed Friesen's at the line for a pair. He has the only free throw attempt for Hesston so far in the ball game. We're just under 3 minutes to play nearing halftime. There just haven't been a lot of foul whistles. Free throw reluctant, but it's good for Reed Friesen now with 8 points. Marson checks in for the Swathers. Grant Hafley, juniors in Marysville. Both coaches confident in their benches. Scott Brown, 11th-year coach for Marysville. Garrett Brown, head coach for Hesston. Got them both on the free throws. And the Swathers 3 of 3 at the line. Friesen checks out for the moment. There's full court pressure guarding Becker coming down the court. JT on the far side. Feeds Hafley out of the corner. Out top. They find O'Tott. Wheels turning on the free throw line. Brings 2 defenders in the paint. Spins around. Shots up and good by Will O'Tott over Blake Hansen. O'Tott would have a dozen. trims the lead to 9. It's 24-15. Marysville win a chaparral convincing fashion. The underdog coming in on the road first round late last week. Had little trouble with the road runner. Scott Brown took his starters out fourth quarter on a double-digit lead. 3 out of the far corner, missing by Gavin Larson. Stays in the hands of the Swathers. Bartell rebound. Works it out top to Dusendorf. Timeout. Hesston with 1:54 to play in the half. Swathers lead the Bulldogs 24-15.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent John Bannister help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with John handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. Call State Farm agent John Bannister, 1022 Broadway in Marysville today, and get to a better state.
Well, I came in tonight, and the fellow broadcaster said, how long did it take you to get down here? I said, well, 2 days. And he looked rather puzzled. I said, well, I left yesterday at noon and beat the weather down south. We were here for the Marysville girls in the same neighborhood last night, which worked out nice. And this being our 4th trip on the road down to South Central Kansas within about a week. Marysville girls make one more trek. They'll be in Halstead Friday. We'll have a 6 o'clock tip-off live on KNDY. Marysville boys would love to come back Saturday. They're playing from behind at the point, 24-15 Hesston. Grant Hafley, good hustle, knocks a pass out of bounds. We're down to 1:42 to play in the half. Hesston led 15-7 into the first. Breezen's back in the lineup. Plays a pass near side to Dusendorf. Cross court, finding Unruh. Breezen off the left baseline. Assist to Dusendorf coming in right baseline for a backdoor shot. 26-15, double-digit lead for the Swathers. They're up 11. Otot coming through traffic in the lane. He's got 4 defenders in him. Ball is knocked away and goes with Hesston. Swather possession during halftime. Fast-paced first half. Goodness gracious. Only a handful of fouls between these two fine teams. That makes it a lot more fun to watch and a lot easier to call. Breezen. Guarded by Keller. Lob underneath. Breezen the assist, finding the other big, Drew Bartell into the hoop for his 3rd score. Swathers up 13, their biggest lead with 45 seconds left. Wouldn't be entirely unusual for Marysville to play a last shot before halftime. Perimeter passes. We're under a half minute. Otot backs it out in center court. Otot near side. Ty Mosier, wide open 3, bouncing off the rim, doesn't go. And with 17 seconds left, Unruh pulls down the rebound. Hesston will play the final shot with a double-digit lead going to halftime. Bartell, far side. Unruh near the lane. 8-footer missed off the rim. Hafley hustles down the rebound, leaving a second 4/10. Drew Bartell picks up a first personal. Garrett Ross sending 4 new faces into the lineup for this last second and a half. Bulldogs have to go a length of the court. Otot from midcourt. The launch. The buzzer was high off the glass. And at the half in this 3A sub-state semifinal, Hesston leads Marysville 28-15.
When you rollers send for Schroeder. For complete body repair, see Jeff at Schroller Collision Center. A family business for several generations, let Jeff and his quality crew help you with your auto needs. Schroller Collision Center, 701 Carolina, 562-3546.
Kickafer and Bussing, certified public accountants in Marysville and now in Seneca, are qualified and available to assist you with all of your income tax and accounting needs. Stop by and visit Ken Kickafer, Kent Bussing, or their staff of certified public accountants and paraprofessionals. For prompt and friendly service, contact Kickafer and Bussing at their two locations, 1100 Broadway in Marysville at 562-2100 or 508 Main Street in Seneca at 336-2400 to set up an appointment. Kickafer and Bussing, where quality begins.
Always happy with your 5-star customer service.
Your staff was super friendly and easy to work with.
Quick, helpful, responsive. Thank you. I'm so happy to be a Blue Valley customer.
Blue Valley is awesome.
Blue Valley employees are always helpful, kind, and efficient.
At Blue Valley Technologies, we appreciate all our customers. Thank you for entrusting us to keep you connected.
I'm Liz Warren, your Marysville Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That is why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Marysville Bulldog Athletics on KNDY. Call 785-562-5533 today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
My family and I are needing a place to stay in Marysville. Do you have any suggestions for a nice place?
I've heard that Heritage Inn Express is the best place in town. They have free breakfast and large rooms to accommodate the whole family. Plus, you can bring your pets with you.
Wow, really? I can bring my pets with me? I was hoping that I didn't have to leave them at home. Heritage Inn Express sounds like the perfect package for a whole family.
You can go see them at 1155 Pony Express Highway, Marysville, Kansas, or give them a call at 785-562-5588.
Hesston outscoring Marysville 15-7 in the first, 13-8 in the second, and the Swampers lead the Bulldogs 28-15 here at halftime. A smothering defense for Hesston has really been the story of this first half, alongside balanced scoring led by their all-state senior Reed Friesen. He has 9 points to lead the Swamper attack. Drew Bartell with half a dozen. Asher Duschendorf, Ty Edwards, 4 apiece among their starters. And off the bench, they've gone 10 deep. Carter Gonzalez, the only scorer off the bench with half a dozen. Hesston 15 in the first, 13 in the second. First half total of 28. Marysville's Willow Tot has 3 deuces for 6 points. Brett Wertenberger has a pair of trays for 6. Outside that, Ty Mosier with another tray. That's been it. Half a dozen field goals for Marysville. Half of those were 3-point buckets in the first half. Bulldogs held to 7 points in the opening 8. 8 points in the second quarter. First half total of 15. And Hesston leading Marysville 28-15 at the half here tonight. As we check the other teams in action in this 3A substate, Hesston and Marysville squaring off. Opposite this, Nemaha Central, the 3rd seed, facing number 6 seed Council Grove. That game's up in Seneca tonight. So the winner of this one will take on either Nemaha Central or Council Grove. Saturday evening tip-off down here in South Central Kansas at Halstead. That's where the Marysville girls will tip off Friday night. They'll be in the early match at 6 o'clock after they got a 5-point victory last night posted their semifinal round. I wanted to bounce back to the top side of this bracket. Genie is the top seed. They came in 18-1, and they're hosting Garden Plain tonight, number 8 seed. Haven's the number 4 seed, home to number 5 Wichita Collegiate tonight on the top side of the bracket. That's how it works this year. It's a new format. The Kansas State High School Activities Association tonight means winner take all. Staying alive for a Saturday game. Those are ending their season on the court tonight. As Hesston leads Marysville at the half, it's 28-15.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
How would you like to have a steady job with a schedule that works for you and your family? You're in luck. Tension is hiring operators and adjusters at the Marysville plant. If you like to take things apart and put them back together again, if you enjoy being part of a team, if you're looking for flexible work with competitive pay and benefits, this could be a great match for you. Work for a company you know you can trust. Visit tension.com/careers to learn more and apply.
Tires aren't all the same, and neither are tire dealers. Find a dealer like Mike's OK Tire who carries Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, don't deal with amateurs. See the tire experts. See Mike's OK Tire in downtown Marysville for tires, repair, alignment, and service.
Bulldogs are back quickly out of the locker room. I would imagine Scott Brown said, you've just got to go out and make it happen and let them go out and perform. Trailing Hesston 29-15 here at halftime tonight. We do have a 4A girls score out of the NCKL. Abilene girls opening postseason play with Mueller and trailing 38-15, just miles down the road from us here tonight. 4A format's a lot different from the 3A look, so they're just getting first-round games started tonight. Kansas State men with Cincinnati tonight. They had a 6 o'clock tip-off. Obviously, high school takes a preference for us, so the K-State game preempted as the Wildcats trail Cincinnati 19-16 with about 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. It's Bulldog basketball tonight on KNDY, KNDYradio.com, and always on our free mobile app, a service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members.
Update your home today with a new look from Feldkamp's Furniture Mart. See their tremendous selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets and furniture, as well as bedding, accent pieces, appliances, and more. Financing options for any budget up to 24 months with no interest, as well as free delivery, making buying local easy. Shop Feldkamp's Furniture and Flooring in Marysville today.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
300, that's buyer 5-2.
Lots of good, reliable units in on trade at the Norris Motor Company in Marysville, including 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500 model custom pickup, 2022 and 23 Ford F-150s, plus a Chevy Impala, Chevy Equinox, a Buick Encore, and a Ford Escape. All awaiting your test drive at the Norris Motor Company in Marysville.
When you're building, make the local choice with Cromie Lumber. Close to home, spend your time working and not fetching. Easy pickup or delivery available, and their prices are competitive on all of your building needs. From lumber to siding, roofing, paint, windows, and doors, to the tools to get the job done. Make the easy choice the first time with Cromie Lumber, Marysville and Washington. As always, they appreciate your business as they work to help you save time and money. When you're building, make the local choice with Cromie Lumber.
If you're a driver over 50, it may be time to switch your auto insurance. The AARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford is now available through Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote. Learn more about special rates, benefits, and service designed especially for AARP members. Call the Copeland Insurance Agency at 619-6220. That's 619-6220. Certain policy features are subject to eligibility and may not be available in all states. Hartford Fire Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut.
Well, there are some athletic directors across Kansas and administrators at high schools that were chewing on their nails all day yesterday, and in fact in the days preceding with that forecast for that strange weather we had. I was at Belleville, and I saw the storm cloud north. Temp dropped about 10 degrees in 2 miles, and then I turned south as that north wind kicked in and pushed me all the way down yesterday, early afternoon. I was so glad I wasn't traveling home last night, hearing the horror stories that I did. That weather was tremendous all across the state. Many sub-state games were postponed until Thursday. Despite not having classes today as a result of the slick conditions, Marysville did manage to get on the road safely today and get down here for high school hoops. Rhett Wurtenberger missed top of the key as we tip the second half half. It's 29-15 Hesston leading Marysville. Boys 3A sub-state action tonight. A winner-take-all match coming back to Halstead on Saturday evening. Unruh far side, Friesen far corner, back to Unruh out top on a three, missed off the front of the rim. Otat pushes the rebound down out of bounds. Otat, Mosier, Lee, Vogt, and Wurtenberger for Marysville. Duschendorf, Unruh, Friesen, Lumbreras, and Bartel starting 5 back for Hesston. Top of the key miss by Lumbreras. Bulldogs down 14 points, biggest margin in the ball game. Just underway second half. Otat and Wurtenberger 6 points apiece for Marysville so far tonight on just half a dozen Bulldog scores. Miss from the arc. Pass the other end stolen by Otat. Will takes it to the paint, kicks it off far side. Counter lead 3, missed off the side of the rim. Hustles for his own rebound crossing the free throw line. And it's Wurtenberger out top, missing a 3. Well, if those shots are falling, Marysville can be lights out. That's what they did at Chaparral in the first round. Shot lights out from the outside. Tonight, a much different story. 29-15 Swathers with the ball. Duschendorf follows a screen, brings it to the paint. Long layup miss. Mosier with the Bulldog rebound. Otat coming in the paint. Guarded by Asher Duschendorf. He's tagged the foul. It's going to be his second. There were just a handful of fouls in that first half. Friesen shot 3 of 3 at the line. Otat went to the line once for Marysville. And here's Will back at the stripe for a second time tonight. Missing off the back of the rim. 11-10 Marysville, improving from last year's 10-11 season that ended in the first round of sub-state. Otat got the second score. Hesston went 18-4. They lost in this second round of sub-state last year. Duschendorf, far side, Friesen, kicks it out top. Lumbreras looks in the lane. Bulldog defenders all below the free throw line. Hesston's not shown a proclivity to shoot outside. Bartel, guarded by Mosier, stepping out top of the key. Now Friesen, way outside the arc. Missed off the back of the rim. Otat rebound. Finds Wurtenberger, far sideline. Crossing to Mosier. Lee coming out of the corner. Stuck an elbow out on Lumbreras. Lumbreras got the foul whistle. It's his first. He'll check out as Gavin Parsons in. 5:45 to play in the third. Marysville down 13 at the moment. Top in the lane. Mosier 3 on the near side is good for ties. Second score. Both long balls. And the lead is down to 10. 4-0 Marysville start in the second half. We're 2.5 minutes in. Here's Bartel crossing. Duschendorf, far corner. Plays to Bartel on the wing. Top of the key, wide open shot for Gavin Larson. He didn't want to shoot. He didn't plan to shoot, but there was nobody there. And Larson cans it for his first score. Wurtenberger at the other end, a miss off the heel of the rim. Otat goes high in front of Friesen, but can't take the rebound away. Oh, it plays out of bounds to Marysville. Won't ask. Connor Gonzalez in the Swather lineup. Inbound, swiped away by Gonzalez, just checking in. Friesen stops cold near the free throw line. Near side corner, a three for Gavin Larson missed. It's down to Connor Lee. Lee checks the paint, takes it off the boat, spun off his pivot foot and traveled with it. Bulldog turnover. J.T. Becker's in the Marysville lineup. A freshman reserve. He's seen a lot of playing time the last 6 and 8 ball games. Swathers by 13 with the ball. Gonzalez, far side to Larson. In the paint, Duchendorf underneath, double pump, Sasser Duchendorf. Third score. Extends the lead, 34-19. 5-4 Swathers in the second half. Middle of the third. Wertenberger far side. Finds Otat. 3-point shot for Will. It's good. Otat. Fourth score, his first long ball. And he has 10 points tonight. And a tremendous 64-point ball game. And a double overtime win with Centralia. Earlier this season, turned some heads as he went third on the all-time single-game scoring record in Kansas. Reed Friesen, double pumps in the paint. He got the basket. 11 for Friesen. Steal of the inbounds pass by Gonzalez. Paxton Vogt goes to the court with Friesen to try and grab a loose ball. It stays with Hesston as a couple of Swather reserves check in. Here's Chet Keller, Marysville bench, along with Mason Rader. Well, you knew it was going to be a tough road to hoe here tonight. Second seed, Hesston, 2 losses on the season. Cheney's the number 1 seed in this sub-state. They had a single loss. Quality team, to say the very least. Marysville, the number 10 seed, was the only lower seed to advance. In the paint, Connor Gonzalez, he puts it up and in. 4 scores for Gonzalez off the bench, and Hesston leads 38-22. Under 3 minutes and counting. This is quickly becoming a rout. Otat wants to answer back. Missed a 3. Knocked down by Gavin Larson, that can't hang on. It's out of bounds. Scott Brown's chewing on the officials here across the way. Kason Landis is a sophomore, seeing his first action for Hesston. Garrett Ross is going to get all of his varsity team in here tonight one way or another. Comfortable 16-point advantage for the Swathers on their home court. Hanson coming to the lane, kicks it out top. Landis fires on the far side. Gonzalez looking for Bartell, and the ball tipped away out of bounds. It stays with the Swathers. Wertenberger's back in for an HS. Hesston, a very fine team. You can see why they're a 2-loss ball club. Gonzalez goes in the paint to Bartell on his 4th score. Here's an inbound pass stolen. A missed shot short by Blake Hansen. 40-22 puts Hesston up 18 points. Otat is hassled coming to midcourt. Gavin Larson picks up a first foul whistle. That's 14 fouls on Hesston, as many as they had the entire first half here in this third quarter. A little over 2 minutes to play in the third. Otat near the free throw line. Wertenberger in the forecourt. Topside Keller. Finds Otot down low on the left side between defenders. Can't get the shot. Got his own rebound. Follow shot's good underneath by Will Otot. Nice job by Otot. He's got a dozen points, and it's 40-24. K-State trailing Cincinnati 25-22 at the half in men's action tonight. Bartel almost tripped up in the lane. Finds Gonzalez coming left baseline. He missed the back door look. And it tracks out of bounds to MHS. Trio of subs off the Hesston bench. A pair for Marysville as Lee and Mosier check back in. Rock Creek girls lead Independence 47-19 in a 4A tip tonight. Lee on the far side, just back in the ball game. Out top to Mosier. He's also fresh in. J.T. Becker for three. He missed off the back of the rim. Friesen rebound. Friesen near side. Bulldog defenders come out. Guarding Asher Duschendorf. He'll work his way to the lane, guarded by Ty Mosier. Flagged with his first foul. Up. His second, my bad. 13-point Hesston advantage at the half. They're up 16 now. Wet spot on the floor. We'll remind you, Marysville girls tip at 6. They've got the early game at Halstead versus Halstead on Friday. Max Blasky's heading to Tesket Friday and Saturday with 1A Division II teams. He's in Atchison tonight with Valley Heights girls at Mount St. Scholastica. And next week, more basketball. Teams head to state tournaments across Kansas. Pass in the forecourt almost got away. Ty Andrew tracks it down. Guarded by Becker now with 40 seconds in counting. Little pass in the lane, knocked down by Otot, who brings it down the floor. And he's fouled by Kason Landis, his first. That's 5 team fouls, bringing Otot back to the line, where he's 1 for 3 tonight.
15 fouls, Will Otot.
And Will's first free throw is on the way. It's good. Bulldogs down 15-7 into the first. It's kind of been the tempo here tonight. It's been Hesston all the way. Not that Marysville has played badly. They just haven't gotten the long balls to fall. Second free throw's good. Well, Todd's got 14 points. Neefley's in for Wartenberger. Full court pressure for MHS. Hesston doesn't turn that ball over often. They'll play big 6'6" Friesen out there high. A little surprised. He's a good ball handler. Given the size, I'd look for him down low, but he's out at center court right now. As the Swampers work time off the clock, we're down to 10 seconds. Play in the paint. Bartel working around Ty Mosier. Forced to pass out of bounds. It stays with Hesston. And 4.3 seconds are left. Keller's back in the Bulldog lineup. Otot checks out for a moment. Inbounds, deep underneath. Starting shot over Connor Lee is good for Asher Duschendorf on his fourth score. And at the end of 3 in this 3A substate, Hesston leading Marysville 42-26.
Start your new year with a new career. Come join the team at Landall Company as they look to make 2025 their best year yet. Landall in Marysville is hiring for production positions, a traveling service tech, graphic designer, as well as an administrative invoicing position. Competitive wages, $2 per hour shift differential, 4% attendance bonus, and exceptional benefits, including incentive bonus, paid time off, all-inclusive medical insurance, and more. Learn more and apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
I thought I would need a math degree to start a real savings program, but my financial advisor showed me how the numbers add up. We put together a program with CDs, automatic savings, and more.
Talk to us about jump-starting your savings. We have every different savings plan for every individual. We're sure to have one that'll help you meet your goals fast. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
I mentioned Max Blasky on the road with play-by-play tonight, supporting us back at home. Katie Jeter keeping an eye on the two of us tonight, making sure I've got my travel arrangements ahead of time. I said, check me in at Halstead Friday. That's my next outing with the Marysville Lady Bulldogs. It'll be a 6 o'clock start. 42-26 Hesston. Just underway fourth quarter, as the Bulldogs have been outscored all three quarters. 15-7, 13-8, 14-11. Brett Wertenberger downtown, long three, miss, top of the rim. And Reed Friesen has yet another rebound. Swabbers can wear time off the clock if they choose. And they were very patient late in that third quarter, so I'd expect that to continue. Friesen three off the top of the key, missed, front of the rim. Down to Vogt. Bulldogs need to turn something around if they want to keep the season alive. It's a winner-take-all match tonight. Voigt's hot, coming in the paint, near side to Wertenberger for three. Missed off the rim again. Tot turning badly into a defender. His teammates kind of helped him up. He twisted himself. I hope he's okay. He's a little shaken out there. So they're going to leave him for a moment. We'll take time out. With 7:06 remaining, Hesston leading Marysville 42-26.
Hi there, Chad Kramer here from Kramer Oil. Fuel costs for 2025 might be the last thing on your mind, but now's the perfect time to lock them in. As a family business, we take pride in delivering quality service you can count on. We've been here for you and will keep fueling your future. That's why we're offering a chance to secure your fuel rates for 2025. Don't wait. Call us at 785-562-2466 to book your fuel needs. Kramer Oil, fueling your future with confidence and a handshake you can trust.
Well, Otak took it in the chops. He's got a towel to his mouth right now. David Hyde's tending across the way. He doesn't want to go to the locker room. This is his senior season. And Wertenberger's going to check in with him over there, but he took it in the chops. And it wasn't intentional. He just twisted. I thought he twisted his body around the way he turned into a player, but he got hit in the teeth. And evidently some blood there on the floor. They've got the hazmat kit out. As Hesston leads Marysville 42-26, but that's just not what you want to see with a senior that's been a four-year starter, has been the top scorer of the last couple of seasons for MHS. I know he wants to get back in this ball game, but will it be wise? Still working off in the wings with the assistant coaches and holding a towel to his teeth. Willow Tot, what a great career at MHS. So many sports, and he's just an all-around good kid. I'll say that every time somebody asks. I'll say this Willow Tot is one you look up to. Whether he'll come back tonight is a question mark. We've got 7:06 remaining. Let us provide a little spark for Marysville. This team looks up to their leader. Still cleaning up a spot on the court. If it'll time out. Got most of that tracked down. All right, let's get back to action. Nice round of applause from the Hesston fans here. Tot's no stranger in 8 quarters in Kansas. Now timeout for the Bulldogs. Scott Brown's going to regather the troops. Again, it's 42-26 Swampers.
When starting any project around your home, you want prices that are reasonable and advice you can trust. From finding the right lighting fixture or plumbing piece to drawing up plans for a full remodel or new build, the knowledgeable staff at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axel Lumber are here for you. Stop in Monday through Saturday or visit axellumber.com to see what they can offer. With all your building needs and options to fix any budget, your partner from start to finish is Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axel Lumber.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Well, as reluctant as he was to go to the locker room, Willow Todd just made the trek down the court and heads to the locker room with Dr. John Hafley. Bulldogs carry their own team doctor here. He's dad for Grant. He's a junior. So assistant coaches, Doc Hafley, going to help Willow Todd. He probably won't come back tonight. Took it to the chops. Wasn't intentional, but he's out of the ball game. Here's Reed Friesen taking it to the paint on Grant Hafley, and Friesen is charged with his third personal. Hafley took the charge. Becker, Hafley, Lee come out of the Marysville lineup. Bulldogs, I'm sure, determined to make a comeback for their teammate now in the locker room. Steal by Friesen. Showboat move. He went above the rim and bounces back out. Bulldogs take it. Miller on the rebound. Repeater double team near side. He's fouled. Hesston's come out a lot more physical in this second half. We had so few foul whistles between the two teams in the first half. Larson picks up a second foul whistle, second team foul. We've got 6.5 minutes remaining. Bulldogs got some ground to make up, trailing 16 points. Court hands off on the far side to Lee. Coming across. Looks in the lane, plays to Rader from the corner. Mason baseline. Back to work near the corner. Now they bring it up top to Lee. No open shots out there with this Hesston defense. Rader, top of the key, missed a three. Tipped off the rim. Lee got the rebound. Plays a hook over Drew Bartel, and that's Connor Lee's first score here tonight. Over 6'5", Drew Bartel. Friesen at the other end. Soft touch on this one. He learned his lesson. Tried to jam it his last time to the cup. And quite the opposite. Very, very pretty on finesse. He was fouled by Rhett Wurtenberger, picking up his second. Friesen at the line, 5:47 remains. And it's 44-28 Swampers. Friesen was 3 for 3 at the line, first half. Oh, here comes Willow Todd. That kid's determined. He doesn't look any worse for wear either. He's set to check in, folks. Going to take a timeout with 5:47 remaining. It's 45-28 Swampers when we come back.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Always happy with your 5-star customer service. Your staff was super friendly and easy to work with.
Quick, helpful, responsive. Thank you. I'm so happy to be a Blue Valley customer.
Blue Valley is awesome.
Blue Valley employees are always helpful, kind, and efficient.
At Blue Valley Technologies, we appreciate all our customers. Thank you for entrusting us to keep you connected.
Willow Todd was gone for a minute and 19 seconds. Doc gave him clearance, and he came out, went right to the scorer's table. You know, Todd's back in the ballgame after getting hit in the chops there, coming out of the game with just over 7 minutes on the clock. Bulldogs are down 17. They need everything they can do to keep the season alive. Still time left, 5:40 and counting. Playing in the paint to Todd. Taking it to the cup. The layup is good as Otot stretches over Gavin Larson. And it's 16 points for Otot. Trimming that Hesston lead to 15 with 5:25 left. They'll play wide on the perimeter. Friesen near side. Coming to the lane on Otot. Will ties up there, handcuffs him at the moment, got the foul whistle, his first. I'll be honest, the kids are a little careful around him. They realize what happened, and I appreciated Friesen there, and who wasn't down the court. Larson gave him a little room earlier. Boats in for Wertenberger. Gonzalez, top of the key. Far side pass to Larson. Brings it across the free throw line, needs help. Finds Gonzalez far side. Back out top to Unruh. Under 5 minutes, and they can work clock with a double-digit lead. But Todd just got pushed to the floor. He and Friesen are going toe-to-toe. They were all staters last year. Just working clock. That's the Hesston strategy right now. We're down to 4:40. Marysville's going to have to force a turnover. If 3 team fouls, keeping track. Willow Tot slaps it away from Ty Unruh on a left-handed layup attempt. Otot means business. Here's a 3. Missed off the top of the rim for Will. Another Swather foul. This one is a 4th personal on Reed Friesen, so big 6'6" senior is going to check out of the lineup. Bartell's back in. You don't lose much, 6'5" Bartell for 6'6" Friesen, but that guy's going to the end of the bench. Top of the key, Connor Lee missed off the front of the rim. It's down to Unruh with 4:17 remaining. Wertenberger got tripped up at midcourt. Does a little belly slide there. A miss for Hesston. Bulldogs return. Raider to the paint. Mason to the cup. Layup miss. And the board's out to Gonzalez. Under 4 to play. Heston's in the driver's seat. 45-30. They want to get past this round this year. It's where they lost, finishing an 18-4 mark last year. They come in 19-2 tonight. Bulldogs faithful across the way, and we've got a pretty good crowd 2.5 hours out of home. They're chanting defense across the way. I didn't realize we had that whole section over there from Marysville. They did pretty well. They were about half the crowd. Well, not half the crowd. They had about half the Chaparral crowd in the ball game the other night. That was a 4-hour road trip. Chaparral didn't show real well that night. Heston's got a lot of folks out here. Nice little town, about 3,500. AGCO headquarters here. Lob underneath. Bartell ties up with Paxton Vogt, but reaching in is tagged with the foul. His first. Bartell to the line. The AGCO Corporation, Big Wheat Country. That's the Swather mascot for Hesston. Interesting layout of the town. You can't find anything. It doesn't go north, south, east, west like small Kansas towns do. It kind of dissects and diagonals. Good folks here in South Central Kansas. Bartell missing a free throw, his first trip to the line tonight. In fact, other than Friesen, this is Heston's first trip to the line. Trio of subs off the bench for Garrett Roth with 3:25 remaining. He's going to get everybody in here tonight. Bartell on the second look got it. And that puts Hesston up 46-31. The timeout, we've got 3:25 left when we come back.
Croc Family Insurance is here to help you find the right insurance products to protect what matters most to you. As an independent agency, they represent over 80 companies that allow options for the right products at the right cost. See Brian Croc today for home, auto, commercial coverage, and more. Call or stop by at 1119 Broadway, just west of the courthouse in Marysville. Find them online at crocfamilyinsurance.com. For complete coverage and a competitive quote, reach out to Croc Family Insurance in Marysville.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Hesston looking very much like a number 2 seed. Top seed Cheney in this sub-state. Nemaha Central's a 3rd seed. They're at home to Council Grove tonight. 46-31 Swathers lead the Bulldogs with 3:15 remaining. Little Tot back in the game. Takes a layup past Blake Ancient, and Otot's got 18 points. Swather basketball under 3 minutes remain. Crossing the lane, they thought there were extra steps by Duschendorf. No whistle. And they work at top side. Girls at Halstead in the finals Friday. The boys on Saturday. Marysville girls tip at 6 with Halstead. Playing keep away, Duschendorf guarded by Ortenberger. There's a pair of names. Forecourt Humphreys. Now Martell in the forecourt. Coming past Otot. Kicks it baseline, and they work it to the far side. Not going to show off here tonight. Doesn't appear they do that. I was looking at scores in the 40s and lower 50s pretty routinely for a team that can probably rack it up on a given night. Reed Friesen on the bench with 4 fouls, set to check back in. Well, right now things looking tough for NHS. Down 14 points. Hesston free throw is good for Tarek Humphreys, his first score.
14-3.
Humphreys, second free throw after a couple of substitutions check in. Got it, has him in net. 8 players have scored for Hesston. .16 ball game, 2:10 left. Lee, far side, hands to Otot. Will turning near the free throw line, checks left, turning right, double teamed again. Cross-court pass, finding Ty Moser, missed a 3. It's an air ball into the hands of Jordan Miller. Otot, near side, 3. Missed off the side of the rim. And it's down to Gavin Larson. Here's Hesston possession. They're quickly fouled. That'll stop the clock with 1:47 remaining. Miller picks up his first. Duschendorf to the free throw line, first time tonight. Shooting it there, looking to extend a 16-point advantage. On the way, it's good. Hesston stretching this lead on free throws. They're 5 of 6 here in the fourth quarter. Prior to that, they'd only shot 3 free throws. That was first half. Duschendorf's got them both. So they haven't missed at the stripe tonight. 9 for 9 free throw shooting. Otot, far sideline. To the top of the key. Miller underneath on a gift to Ty Mosher. Ty puts it up and in. He's got 8 points. Timeout. Bulldogs with 1:38 remaining. We'll keep it here. Hesston leading 50-34. Well, a fine season for Scott Brown's team from Marysville. Look at this 24-25 campaign while we've got a minute. Started out with strong promise, wins versus Valley Heights and Sabetha, and then they jumped into this NCKL. 4 of the league teams were ranked in the boys' top 10, 4A. And Clay Center, Rock Creek, and Concordia caught Marysville before the Christmas break. Clay Center comes back after the Christmas break, and Marysville's found out what the league was going to be all about this year. They turned the tables on Abilene, though. It was their first game back in 26 days. Ahead of a loss then to Wamego, Marysville would split with the Raiders. From then, they went into the midseason tournament. The second half of the season was more league schools. That prepared Marysville well for postseason. They came in the underdog at Chaparral to really handle the Roadrunners first-round play last week. Stayed with a lot of those league teams this year, but it was just a tough road to hoe. Reed Friesen was fouled. Fourth foul on Ty Mosier. Friesen connects. Hesston still hasn't missed a line. They're 10 for 10. So improving on last year's 10-11 finish, Marysville 11-10 coming in tonight. Likely will finish at 500. Friesen again, and the Swampers stay perfect at the line. It's 52-34. Final 8 check-ins with 1:34 left. Here's Otan. Turning, takes a defender to the lane, meets a second defender underneath. Layup is good for Will Otan with 20 points. $16-point ball game. Pass got away, tracked down on the far side, but it's an over and back violation. Belongs to MHS. Raiders in the lineup. Scott Brown, 11th year coach at MHS. Fixture for the Bulldogs for quite a number of years now. Todd crossing. Keller goes far side to Raider. Takes it back on a pass. Raider near side. Long layup over defenders doesn't fall, and Friesen goes high for the rebound. Leaving 58 seconds for the Swampers to improve to 20-2. They would likely face Cheney in a Saturday night matchup. Cheney had just a single loss coming in. Of course, they have to get past semifinals. Or no, my bad. Cheney's on the top side. This is a 16-team bracket. It's something different for us. Here's another free throw for Hesston. This is their first miss. Asher Duschendorf hit a pair earlier. See, it's a little different look with the 8 teams on the top side, 8 teams on the bottom side, 3 sub-state regions in Kansas in Class 3A. Duschendorf free throw is good. Extending the lead, 53-36. $53 points for Hesston, right in that average range that I saw looking at scores. Pass to the far side corner, a miss for the Bulldogs, Jordan Miller. They played the rebound, but then the outlet pass got away on the far sideline. It belongs to Hesston with 39 seconds to play. Hope's back in the Marysville lineup. A couple Swampers check in. They're anxious to get this one in the books. Scott took a little bit of a player substitution timeout. He wants to get the rest of kids in. It's going to be Eli Sedlacek, a junior, coming off the bench. Ty Hager, a sophomore. Scott's got a milk in this. Sending them in one at a time. Hafley comes back in. The junior had been in earlier tonight. Finally off the end of the bench. Going to get J.T. Becker back in. Congrats to the Marysville Bulldogs on a fine season. Fine win down at Chaparral the other night. Turned some heads. Big game of the season was that OT match with Centralia. Will Otan had the school record 64 points there. He just checked out for Marysville. Nice standing ovation from the Bulldog fans on the other side. Here's Hesston trying to wrap it up. Under a half minute remains. Bulldog reserves in the lineup. Has several starters stay in for Hesston. Friesen still in there. Duschendorf. Unruh. Keep away passes. Nothing Marysville can do but watch time run away. Bulldogs will finish 11-11 on the season. Hesston will advance 20-2. Your final tonight, this 3A Boys Sub-State semifinal. Hesston Swampers 53, Marysville Bulldogs 36.
Bruna Law, LLC in Marysville and Seneca can assist with civil litigation, including accidents, injury insurance claims, business or real estate disputes, estate planning, including wills, trusts, and estate administration, and business and succession planning, as well as real estate contracts, deeds, and escrow services. Contact Anthony Bruna with Bruna Law, LLC, with offices in Marysville and in Seneca.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Dreaming of a new home? Let Inline Construction make that dream a reality. Custom home builds from foundation to finish with your plans, or they'll help you with design. Build on your lot or take advantage of Marysville's newest subdivision, Hartley Ridge, at 8th Street and Jayhawk Road. Call today and get started with Inline Construction of Marysville.
Your next car search ends at Crownover Auto Sales in Marysville. This is Andrew Crownover, and we vow to offer the largest selection of vehicles with the lowest prices in the area. But our commitment to satisfaction doesn't stop there, with service to all the vehicles you own. For outstanding selection, unmatched prices, and reliable service, call on Crownover Auto Sales in Marysville or online at crownoverautosales.com.
Well, second seed Hesston advances, ending Marysville's season. They were the number 10 seed coming in. They finished 11-11, one game better than last year's 10-11 mark. Hesston took the first three quarters, 15-7, 13-8, 14-11. They win tonight 53-36. Marysville salvaged a fourth quarter, outscoring Hesston 10-9. Reed Friesen, senior center for Hesston, led scoring with 16 points. They had 7 players on the books. Asher Duchendorf, double figures with 11. Drew Bartel, their other big, with 9 points. Ty Unruh managed 4. Carter Gonzalez off the bench with 8 points. Gavin Larson scores 3. And Derek Humphreys 2 points live. As Hesston improves to 20-2 on the season, they'll tip off in Halstead Saturday. Marysville led by senior Willow Todd, 20 points. Second high was Ty Mosier with 8. Brett Wertenberger managed a pair of trays for 6 points, and Connor Lee scored 2. So just 4 Marysville players scored tonight with a smothering Hesston defense. Bulldogs end their season 11-11. And what a storyline for Willow Todd. Got hit the chops there with 7 minutes and change to play. He went to the sideline. He did not want to leave the ball game. Went with Doc Apley down to the locker room. He cleared him. He came back out, immediately checked in, and he played the last 5 minutes and 47 seconds of his high school career. Among the seniors, graduate, Willow Tot, Paxton Vogt, Brett Wertenberger, starters, Mason Rader, Jet Keller, Jordan Miller, reserves, lose a fine half dozen this 2024-25 campaign for the Marysville Bulldogs, who finish 11-11, falling in Hesston tonight, 53-36. I'll make the trek down to Halstead Friday with the Marysville Lady Bulldogs. We'll be on the air at 6. Max Blasky's finishing up Valley Heights in Atchison versus Mar Hill Mount Academy tonight. And he's in Tesket Friday and Saturday with 1A Division II teams, including Hanover, Axtell, and Lynn. Those games are live on KNDY FM 95.5. Of course, your sports leader in Northeast Kansas, Southeast Nebraska is KNDY, and we appreciate our Sports Booster Club members who have supported this team all season long. Checking in from the road, I'll hit back tonight and come back down on Friday, I guess. Put things together, and we'll do it one more time at least for the Lady Bulldogs, looking for a sub-state championship and a chance to advance to the 3A state tournament. Again, our final in boys play, 53-36. Hesston wins it here tonight. Bruce Dierking saying thanks for listening. Have a great evening, everyone.
At your service 24/7, on air, online, and on our mobile app. News, weather, sports, and more. Yours from KNDY.